Hello and welcome back to Brigador, where we are going through the campaign on to Mission 4, Fly Blackbird, which this time has 4 pips. Contract, removal of 2 orbital guns, opposition, moderate corvid. Great leader is dead, and his illusory control over Solo Nobre's fractured politics has died with him. The Corvids have seized control of roughly 25% of the city's districts, including Zoker's Scarp. Zoker's Scarp is a small elevated landmass to the south-southwest of the southern reach. The terrain makes it an ideal defensive perimeter, and the local oil refinery is of clear strategic value for the Corvids. The S&C has more interest in the orbital guns positioned there. Purchase lore and acquisitions for more details. Yeah, so we've got the lore for most of those things, I think. Maybe not for Great Leader, actually. Before we do that, why don't we take a look? Intel, maybe? Maybe there isn't one specifically for Great Leader. Hold on. Locations, Solo Nobre. I expect it's probably one of these. Maybe they're just talking about what's in the Loyalist faction thing that we read before? I don't know. Anyway, so, who are we? Interesting. So these are all, I think this was the one we did one of the first missions with. This is the person we did with, and then these guys are all new. Various sizes of... Alright. Yeah, so 105mm cannon, the 12.7mm machine gun. Alright, well, we'll see if we can do all 4 of these. That last one looks like it's going to be awfully hard, though. Guess we'll see what the mission is like. Alright, getting used to the guns again. Definitely handles a bit differently than the other mech. A little bit more intentional, but also a bit more drifty, I guess. Oh, those guys, those are the explodey ones. I think that's why they were in red. I gotta get my shields back out. I got rushed up there. Ah, shit! More of the exploding ones. Come on. Cut me some slack. God, if I have to do this with much less beefy enemies, I can't even imagine how that's gonna go. There we go. 2 birds with 1 stone. Problem is, so many of the Corvid's things are really small and fast. I am Big and tall and slow. Ah, shit. Alright, they got me. So now everything's going to be quite a bit harder. Don't stand near my feet. Okay, I gotta get used to using the stomp as a weapon, otherwise I'm gonna keep getting seen like that. Trying to stomp enough that I hit the thing without killing myself. I am out of ammo for my main gun, which is very concerning. Okay, what are my remaining objectives? Ah, structure. I don't want to be too hasty in... Are those fuel tanks? They are. Okay, cool. In fact, a lot of this might be fuel line, so I should be careful. This is supposed to be like a refinery, they said. That's broken already. I think this is... yeah. Oh, and since I destroyed those, this is now covered for me to keep missing. You know what? Can somebody drop some damn ammo, please? There are only 2 guns? How many did I break? There were only 2. Okay. So actually, this might be doable. I'm gonna have to learn to be a better Brigador to complete it with the smaller, weaker things. Which is sort of, I think I mentioned before, that's how the freelance operations work. You're rewarded more for fighting with weaker things. I am bad, so I haven't done that yet. Okay. The Prowler I've actually played with a lot in freelance. Not with this loadout, but... I quite like the Prowler. Oh, this has got a really long firing arc. Interesting. And slow, too. But man, that's some good shit. gun is this? I don't even know. Slow but steady. And then there's these things. Alright, so far so good. Knock on wood. These are like suicide tuk-tuks. Alright. Alright, we're doing okay. I do like this cannon. I want to know more about it. That's a surprise. I really expected that to... Huh. I guess it's not that strong. Can't report me if I run you over. Yeah, I like this gun. Good stuff. No, don't you dare. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can put this over the top without having to go through that damn thing. Not quite. One more. Ah, I missed. Airball. Come on. Help me out. That should do it. There we go. I'd get it eventually. Oh, I forgot that I have a different kind of ammo for this gun, so actually the blue one is the one I don't care about. On this loadout. That's okay. Ah, there's the purple one. Alright, well, we'll save that for a little bit. I am going to lob that over there. Enjoy that. Whoops. Sorry, guys. See, again, this is the problem with it being 2D and trying to tell when it's intercepting where. Because, okay. Once I get this guy out, address it. Okay. So, the problem is, as I rotate upwards, right, and I'm not... assuming I'm keeping the same radius of... or the same distance, essentially the same radius on my circle, because I'm doing my best to do that. Hey, asshole. Fucking... if I keep the same radius, it starts to intercept there. And it looks like it's intercepting at the level of the tower. The tower that is... Let's say I'm at the tower distance. So the problem is, this is not entirely accurate. Because what it looks like is if it's using the shadow to indicate whether it's intercepting or not, the problem is that the intercept starts at the bottom of the tower and travels with it as I rotate all the way up, which is not how the arc would work in 3D space. You'll have to forgive me if you don't give a shit about geometry or if this stuff doesn't interest you, but it's interesting to me because it's one of the few flaws in the targeting system, or well, with any of the systems in this game that I've seen thus far, is just that it is not entirely accurate, because I think if I fire here, which is basically what I did last time, it's gonna go straight past it. Yeah, it's actually firing past it. And if I fire there, that's where it's gonna hit it. Still. It's a relatively minor issue. Well, no, it is a major issue. It's just not that. It's not severe enough to drastically negatively affect the game. And is clearly more pronounced the further the more severe the arc is. Anyway. All right. Buckler. This one is unlocked in Freelance, but I haven't played it yet. Volhard's Buckler is armed with a Stutter 27mm chain gun and Broiler 12 megawatt laser. With active camouflage for defense, this loadout is an ambusher, short range but mobile and quiet with extremely high burst damage. Okay. I will keep that in mind. That is a spooky looking man. Yeah, so it seems the laser appears to be relatively have a pretty, yeah, it's okay, yeah, it's the shotgun laser, yeah. However, that laser is really effective at dealing with smaller enemies like the Suiciders or the problem is the recharge. Ooh, that was, ooh, yikes. The problem is also the controls, because I'm still bad at A-grabs. I also don't like having two weapons that both have substantial reload times. And by substantial, I mean like a second. But like, if I can have... Oh, shit. Hello. I ran right into the back of him. When both of my weapons can be on cooldown at the same time, I do not like that feeling. Alright, that could have been worse. No, 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 no. Yeah, okay. The machine gun does not hit anyone close, but the laser does, which is definitely a nicer balance of things. Come on. See, again, this is, well, okay. So the problem I was addressing before is more severe. Sort of. The interception in like a pseudo 3D space just doesn't work super well. It's a bit of a problem. Nobody over here. Definitely nobody over here. Oops. Okay. There we are. Oh, that was the exit. Oh, I would not have thought that was an exit, but I guess technically a 50-car pileup is probably an exit. Alright, that went better than I expected. I don't think this last one is gonna feel very good, though. Lang's Mongoose is armed with a Carlos 84mm recoilless rifle and a Bonesaw 8mm machine gun with active camouflage for defense. This loadout lacks the firepower of larger units, but it's hard to track and can hide very easily. Flank enemies and only engage when you have the advantage. Alright. So I'm gonna have to finally learn to be sneaky. Man, is this slow, though. So it's easy to forget it's a mech. Oh god, I lost my cursor. Shit. Well, that's almost assuredly a death sentence now. It's so small on the screen, I'm like losing track of where I even am. Oh no, the tuk-tuks are after me. I'm actually surprised I've survived this long. Okay. This could be going worse. Everybody just leave me alone. Hold on, where are my objectives? Oh shit. How did I not see that guy? Fortunately, so far I've had decent survivability, which is a bit of a shock. I was never here. Why is my... Oh! I can't rotate 360 degrees. That's why it's only... I only have a 180 degree... arc of action. That's why this feels fucked up. Well... No, something's weird. Because I've got more than 180 degrees, and it doesn't seem to be based on the center of my, like, arrow, either. Maybe it is? Yeah, okay, I've got like 270 degrees of movement. So, that was a warning I wish I had had before. I'm not even hitting that thing. What the hell? There we go. Man, it is hard to see invisibility when you are so small. I'm also not sure why I thought I destroyed... I guess I didn't get the ones that they wanted? No, I got... Okay. Comm towers... I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I really do not like not having 360 degrees of rotation. That is a crippling flaw. Let me refill my ammo, actually. I definitely thought that as soon as the alarms went off, I was screwed. Please don't blow me up. I really don't want to blow up. Fine. Do you just want all my ammo? Is that what you want? Is that enough? Good. So that's about all I got. I'm invisible. Oh, the thing's still up and it's around the exit. Okay. Good to know. Good thing I can stomp through it. Eventually. Alright. That should have gone worse, probably. Taught me a bit. Certainly setting the alarms off was not helping me any. Anyway. Alright. Good stuff. Let's see about some more lore for today. There we go. Tanks. Most jobs can be done, and probably done best, with a pair of treads. Been that way for a long time, and I suspect it will stay so for a while yet. Spacers were going to show us dirt eaters how it's done with those ball treads, but even with all their tech best? Oh, needs a comma. But even with all their tech, best they could manage is a hefty trade-off. Unlike with most mechs and power suits, tank crews don't need cranial jacks. Some are still wired up for it depending on the service and role. I've seen plenty of Betkas in the single driver config, for example. But that's not the norm. Partly has to do with the jack incompatibility being common. With jack incompatibility being common enough in the service, partly because you can still make a good tank crew without it. A-gravs will never be as reliable. And much as I love a good pair of legs, tanks are simpler to build and maintain. It's why the mainstay of any military that sees regular... It's why they're the mainstay of any military that sees regular combat and has a budget. Yes. Good. Reasonable. Well-written article. That's always been my problem with mechs as a concept in fiction, is just like, yeah, they look cool, and they are 100% impractical. It's just not feasible. Even with most types of described future tech, they don't make any sense. They would be beaten out, in most cases, by some other sort of treaded or wheeled vehicle. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching Brigador, and coming with me on the journey of trying not to die. And on the next episode, we will be into the next episode of the campaign, New Feeling. Alright, see you guys next time.